Hello, hi everyone. Oh, I'm so blown out. I hope you can see me. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing great. I am here in my living room. I came back from visiting my parents this past weekend. Sorry, I've been running around this morning trying to get a lot done, and I have not actually sound checked this, so I hope that you guys can hear it. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, obviously, compared to my usual heavy metal Mondays. I am doing an acoustic edition because last week, one of my most favorite film music composers ever, and of course a favorite of many, many people, the great Ennio Morricone sadly passed away. He lived a very full, amazing life, wrote so much great music, so I wanted to dedicate today's Metal Monday tribute to him. And so this is a short little piece. It's the melody called Gabriel's Oboe. I think Bagel, hi Bagel, you want to say hi? Come here. Oh, you can't really see it. There he is. And so here we go. I am playing on the Tinagua Strings acoustic cello. This is my company, my line, and also the Tinagua Strings cello bow. Okay, so here it goes. I hope that you guys will be able to hear this okay. Ta-da! So that was it. I hope that the volume was okay. I wasn't able to sound check it again properly. And now I figured that maybe, let me take my phone off the stand. Actually, let me turn off this really terrible, oh my gosh. You know, sometimes you just overdo things. I should have just left the ring light off because now I can see myself. Sorry if that was super overblown, you guys. Hi. I thought I would maybe stick around and talk to you for a few minutes since I have a little bit of time. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I felt like I was doing pretty good for a bit at the beginning of coronavirus and staying super productive. And you guys know I'm really always trying to remain positive and remain productive just to keep myself very focused. But now that we've been here in Vegas for like almost, I think about 4 months or maybe more than 4 months straight, I started like losing it a little bit last week, so I thought, okay, I really need a break from stuff. So Rambo and I, we drove from Las Vegas. We took the kids, the fur babies. We went to visit my parents in San Diego just for a couple nights. We tried our very best to be super safe. We wore masks. I try to hold, not having to go to the bathroom for 4.5 hours, but I could not do that because I have like the world's smallest bladder. So I had to go to the bathroom like 2 or 3 times each way. And I really got super, I don't know, a little bit skeeved out. So I was like just washing my hands, washing everything constantly. But anyway, it was like it was really nice to get, I think, just a change of pace, to not, I mean, I love our home, but obviously being in the same place for so many months can, I think, make anybody a little bit stir crazy no matter where you are. So it was really nice to get out and get some air. And it was actually really hot in San Diego. It was like 100 degrees. So we went when it was really hot, still cooler than here in Vegas today. I think it's about 110 right now outside, even though it's cold in here. And it was both nice and pseudo relaxing to get away for a little bit, but also like a little stressful. I didn't really know what to expect, but I actually surprisingly felt super actually stressed out being outside and obviously having to use like public restrooms and stuff on the way there. So anyway, I probably won't be doing that again for a while. I got it out of my system. A leathersmith says, I've been working on a leather Legendary Explorer backpack. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys are, finding ways to keep busy, finding new hobbies. You know that I went through a baking phase where I was baking so many cakes, but then I started gaining a lot of weight because what do you do when you bake a bunch of cakes and you have nothing to do? You start eating them. So I stopped doing that. Ate way too much this past weekend at my parents', of course. We just basically ate all day. But it was nice again to see them. And the puppies really loved running around outside when it was only 100 degrees, not 110. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I am staring at my screen right now. So the cello that I used, it is from my own instrument line. So if you don't know, if you go to Tina Guo Strings, that's me, Tina, tinaguostrings.com, I played on the Model 600 cello. There's also a Model 300, and these are actually very cost effective compared to my 1878 Gone and Bernadelle, which is a very, very old, obviously from the 1800s cello that I play on. But I genuinely feel, I don't mean to talk about my own stuff, but I really genuinely feel, and maybe hopefully you've heard, if it transferred properly through the phone into your phone or whatever you're watching this on, I feel like the quality of the sound is really, really good, especially for what I guess the asking price is. So I actually have it plugged into what you guys just heard. I have it plugged into my Helix, which is what my electric cello is plugged in through. It's the processor, the effects processor. So I don't use an amp anymore. I've gone full digital with the Line 6 Helix, and using this pickup, which is also available from Tina Guo Strings. It is a pickup that you can see it runs right into the bridge here. It's a little metal, pretty little shiny thing. And then you can plug your 1/4-inch cable right into I think you can probably adjust it a little bit if you want to lower, but I just have it here on the top of the tailpiece. So that's how I'm getting, if you can hear it, let me see. Yeah, you can hear that, right? Delay. So those effects don't come with the cello. You have to get an effects pedal for that. Or, I use here, let me move a little bit. Down there, the Helix Line 6. So it is through there. And the bow that I was using is this, if you look really closely, it says Tina Guo, but it's backwards, that's me. So this is the pink hair version. Yes, horsehair is available in all kinds of colors because you just dye the hair. Don't worry, no horses were harmed in the making of this bow. And so this is the carbon fiber. This is the darker stick. It's also available from tinaguostrings.com in case you were interested or in the market for, cello related items. What else? Okay, you guys, I'm gonna keep talking for like a few minutes until somebody asks me a question. Hi guys, hi. What else? Okay, so this weekend I also saw my best friend Tina. No, I'm not crazy. I don't have another, well, I am crazy, but it's not myself. My best friend Tina Neeson, I met in middle school. And basically, I was new to Twin Peaks Middle School in Poway, California, which is in San Diego County. And I think we met under a tree in the quad. And this, again, was in like 7th grade, I believe. And we saw each other, and she was super friendly and outgoing. And I was like super nerd and awkward with big glasses, like super thick glasses. I had LASIK, so glasses no more, but back in the day, super nerd with the cello. And she said, "Hi, my name is Tina." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my name is also Tina." And we're like, "Should we be best friends?" And we said, "Yes, we should be best friends." And I remember we held hands and we like walked around, and life was just so simple back then. You meet somebody, you like their name, you think they're cool, you decide to be best friends, and that's it. And so we've been best friends since 7th grade. And now I'm almost 35 years old this October. So Tina did stop by. She came by herself. We were socially distanced. We were very careful. We stayed about okay, maybe not 6 feet the whole time, but a good foot away from each other. Sadly, the whole time we wore our masks. We actually hung out on my parents' patio, like outside, and then also in the sitting area, which is outside of the home. She was kind enough to bring some drinks from the Starbucks, which we wiped it all down, everything down, and it was great, amazing to see her, because we had planned on having her come to Vegas to visit for her birthday, which was back in May, but obviously that did not happen. Let me see. Oh, okay, so someone asked, Mohanish says, any chance for a Cinema Paradiso medley in the future? I would, absolutely love to do that. I am obsessed with Ennio Morricone. Let me see. Someone says 35. Yes, I'm almost 35. Cello keeps you young. Octagon Prolex. Are you married? I am married. My husband's name is Rambo. I post, I think, quite often about him on my social media. So if you're curious, you want to come stalk us, you can check that out. We are currently doing a new engine swap. What is it called? LS3 on the 56 Bel Air that we have in the garage. So he's been posting about that in case you happen to be a car guy and are interested in classic cars and stuff. You can check that out. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much for your very sweet comments, you guys. I started playing the cello at age 7, piano at age 3, like all good Chinese children. That is totally stereotyping Chinese people, but it's kind of true. Okay, so why are pizza and bagels so cute? I don't know. I gave birth to them. I feel like I gave birth to them. I love them so much. They're my babies, and I don't know. They're cute because dogs are wonderful and adorable. Okay, let me see. Oh, thank you guys for listening truly and for being here. Oh, Mad River says that he's using he. I'm so sorry if I'm assuming he, using your RoboGuo as you say. Oh, thank you. RoboGuo is my sample library, so thank you so much for using RoboGuo. I salute you. Okay. Would you play Maggot Brain? Maybe I'm being totally terrible. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna look that up. A very, very unforgettable name, Maggot Brain. Oh, okay, so Andre says, hi Tina from Rio. Hello from Vegas. Is there any new movie projects you are involved in? Yes, I have been working on 5 different movie projects. And actually, thanks for reminding me, I need an invoice for one of them. I am working on a couple of Netflix movie projects, so 2 of those, and then 3 bigger films. I will just say that they are for the wonderful, amazing Hans Zimmer, so you can maybe guess what those are, because we're not supposed to talk about these films before they're ready, and God knows when things are going to be coming out in the theaters, but whenever they come out. So I will definitely announce it. You can be sure I will announce it super wide and loud everywhere once I'm able to, but I have been working on those projects remotely from my home studio here. Oh, those are my new Rocket studio monitors. I don't know if you guys have seen it on my socials. I just posted something on my Instagram, but I love them. They're actually a lot bigger, a lot bigger than my old ones, but amazing sound. I don't even need like the sub, the subs here. It just, I played, well, I mean, the backing track I just played was just piano, but hopefully you could hear it. The sound quality is really nice, so I love those. That's new. Oh, thank you. Someone contributed a super chat. Hi, Fernando. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Maddie says, I'm a TV journalist and I like to make an interview and a documentary. Me? I would be honored. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, are you, let's see. Um, can you teach me how to play? Well, I have a lot of like free cello tutorials here on my channel. So if you want to check that out, please do. And you can see a lot of like basic cello stuff. I still highly recommend that you take lessons from a personal teacher, from a private teacher if you can. But I think there's some like basic stuff that you can at least familiarize yourself with if you watch some of those cello tutorials. Okay. Oh, yes. Fernando says you're waiting for the new Cyberpunk 2077. I had a great time working on that soundtrack. I cannot wait. I know, again, it's been delayed, like so many things, so, constantly, but I cannot wait for it to come out, and I hope you enjoy it. And yes, I am currently working on 3 albums. 2 are going to be commercially released, which means you guys will be able to download it or listen to it, stream it on Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that. And then 1 is for production music. So the production music project, that means it's music specifically written to be placed into like media platforms. For example, when you see a trailer for a movie, there are special, companies that specialize in connecting composers, which would be, I guess, myself, with the, the movie companies or the advertising companies. So it's stuff like movie trailers, sometimes placements into actual films and TV shows where they need like a certain type of music, and for whatever reason, they want to use that specific piece of music instead of like the composer. And sometimes there's new shows where they don't even have a composer, so they just go and like pick all these pieces of music that are available for licensing, so you pay the license fee and you put it into your project. So it's called Cello Core, and it has a band name, so it's not through my own name. It's known as Dark Dynasty, so that's the band name. It's myself and the drummer in my band, and also an amazing composer, video game composer of like Command and Conquer, a bunch of other games, Frank Klepacki. So the 2 of us partner up as Dark Dynasty, and we are doing an album, a very, I guess, like cello, heavy metal, cello driven, obviously, because it's called Cello Core, and there's 8 songs, so we are almost done with that. I'm super excited. I need to record the cello parts, write and record the cello and erhu parts for the last song, and I'm working on a holiday album. It's going to be a very, like, beautiful, well, hopefully beautiful, acoustic, kind of like spiritual, metaphysical, I don't want to say dark, but definitely like more non-denominational, spiritual, in a Gregorian chant, mysticism type of type of way. So a 5-song EP album with my friend Leo Z, who is a great pianist and composer and producer. And finally, my solo album, which has been literally like 2 years in the works. I'm so sorry, you guys. So the last album I released through Sony Masterworks, was the Game On album, the video game music album. And since then, crickets. There's been a bunch of single releases, but no full albums. And yes, I have been working on that. It's going to have 13 tracks. And I just found out last week, again, it's you shouldn't talk about things before they're 100%, and it might be kind of like bad luck a little bit too. But I did hear from my A&R guy, Drew, at the label, that he showed one of the original pieces that I wrote, which you guys probably know. It's called Moonheart. I've never released it. It was like a Bagel. Sorry, he's chewing on his new chew toy. Bagel, come here. You're making too much noise, baby. Come here. Come here. Anyway, it was like a live looping demo that I did like years ago, and I know a lot of you have been asking me, when are you releasing it? When are you releasing it? So that Moonheart, I recorded a version of it, like acoustically, so it's all cello with live looping, and then a certain singer from one of my favorite bands, it is not Rammstein, this singer actually is sings, and I just don't want to, I'm really excited, but I don't want to say it just in case something weird happens. Things can happen and somehow it doesn't work out, but he is supposedly, hopefully, writing vocals and a part to sing on top of it. So there'll be both like an instrumental version of Moonheart, and then one with this spectacular, amazing singer whose name starts with an S. And so, yes, anyway, that's my solo album. We've finished all the demos except for one. And my co-producer, Steve Mazzaro, the amazing Steve Mazzaro, who, he was the co-composer with Hans Zimmer on the new, oh my gosh, James Bond movie. He's worked on so many of these soundtracks, and he also, of course, produced my Game On album. So we are working on one final demo. So after the demo phase, you know, again, I don't know, because we need to record some other live instruments and live people, but I don't know when it's going to be possible, because everything's kind of at a standstill in some ways due to coronavirus. So, you know, I'm just trying to get all the demos finished so that they can be ready. And as soon as it's safe and responsible to, you know, go out and record stuff and get together, then we will definitely do that. And finally, sorry, I know I'm missing so many questions from you guys. I'm so sorry. And finally, I am so excited to eventually be able to do my Witcher music video. I know it's like so delayed, it's almost like ridiculous now, but I released my Witcher single, Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, the cello metal version, months ago, and the plan had been to, of course, you know, include the music video, but I wasn't able to shoot the music video. Again, thanks a lot, COVID. And so I just released the single. You can see it here on YouTube. It's literally just like the cover and nothing else. And so I'm excited for when I'll be able to, you know, shoot that video, because I had everything planned. Now I might have to change a few things, but again, I swear it's like once things get better, there's going to be a huge amount of things for me to try to hurry up and catch up with. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to stay productive here. Yes, I love The Witcher too. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Tom says I should be applying for my PhD, but I'm addicted. Stress? Oh, yes. This morning also at 8 in the morning, because my negotiation stimulation. Oh my God, you guys, simulation, not stimulation, although it is stimulating as well. From my Harvard Business School online, I've been taking a course on negotiating, because I do my own negotiations and deal making and whatnot. And so my negotiation partner is actually in Madrid, Spain. We're set up with a different classmate every week, which is amazing, to practice our negotiating skills. And he was in Spain, so we had to find a time that worked. So this morning I woke up at 6. You know, I did a bunch of chores, which I'm kind of lazy about doing that recently, but I've had renewed vigor this morning. So I was doing a bunch of chores, fed the dogs, prepared for this negotiation. I think it went pretty well. I have to go back to finish off some of the, like the overview and stuff for after. So I did that. I posted on Instagram, like one of my new sponsorship posts. I've been doing more of those during coronavirus, because I've been working on my, influencer stuff on Instagram, which I really find to be fun, because I actually used it this morning. I don't know if you can tell. I guess it looks about the same as usual, but the thing that I posted about today was a sonic, antimicrobial sonic makeup brush, which is supposed to take the liquid makeup or whatever you're using and turn them into tiny like micro dust particles, so that it's more of like an airbrushed look. I don't know how airbrushed I look, but so I got this product, and I'm really careful, because I never want to like push anything on you guys or share anything that I'm not genuinely like really in love with and that I really like, because I have had some products come and I try it and I'm like, ugh, this is like not that great. So I would feel like a liar, even if I'm getting paid to I don't want to advertise to you guys anything that I don't really genuinely love. But I was so relieved that this brush, which also, by the way, is super cost effective. It's not expensive, because sometimes amazing things are, not super expensive. It's very, very cheap, honestly. And so I tried it and I was so relieved. I'm like, oh my God, it actually works amazing. So I've been using it every single day, and I finally posted about that this morning. Pop Khaki says how much? I think it's like $22, $23, which is, to me, very, very reasonable for an electronic makeup brush. There's 3 settings, and it's like a toothbrush, So anyway, you can check that out on my Instagram, because I've posted on my feed, and also a really quick mini tutorial demonstration on my stories where I start out with 0 makeup. So please forgive my potato face. All right, let me see if I've missed any questions from you guys. Let's see. Oh, Tina, are you involved in the Wonder Woman 2 soundtrack? Yes, we actually finished recording for that quite a while ago. So that's been, wrapped up for a while, even long before I moved to Vegas in March. So that was done prior, and I can't wait for it to come out. Randy Abrams, hi Randy, says, I can't wait for your extreme stuff. Me too. I have used that library forever. I'm so happy to hear. I cannot wait to hear what you think. Hopefully it's a good thing, but if it's not good, I would also love to hear what you think once it's out. Let me see, any other greetings from Poland. Hi, I was supposed to be in Krakow in Poland. I love Poland so much. Rambo and I are obsessed with Poland, honestly. It's one of my most favorite countries ever in the world. And I can't wait to come back next year. So hopefully we'll be able to come back for the Film Music Festival next year. That was delayed from this year. Let's see. Oh, Kento says he likes my teeth. My teeth are kind of weird. You know how many people used to make fun of me for my teeth? It was terrible. Even in college, like super mean. There was actually a Tina Guo. Oh my God. Okay, I swear to you, I'm not exaggerating. There was actually a hate group. It wasn't a fan group, it was a hate group. So apparently I was so annoying or whatever that people at my college that I never even met decided that they hated me, and I kind of think I know why. And these weren't other musicians. I mean, that's a total other thing when it's like related to competition and whatnot. But these are people that, were not music majors, just completely random people that like hated my guts. And I think it was because when Facebook first came out, I started at USC, the University of Southern California, when I was, 18 in the year, oh my gosh, back in the year 2004. And that was when Facebook first came out. So, as you guys know, it started out as a kind of a college networking, social group. So it was at colleges only first. And USC was one of the first colleges that had access to it. So when it was just, literally just one page, just a wall, and that was it. And you could write like, your little status and words. There was not, it was very, very basic, very plain, but I loved it so much. And I think I just got really excited. And this was before there was such a thing as like, selfies was even a thing, taking photos of yourself or, sharing or maybe even friending people that you don't know, because it was really meant for just people that you have classes with to like talk about class notes or whatever. I don't know. So I saw it and I got really excited. I thought, oh my gosh, what a great way to like try to connect with people. Cause I feel like I'm an extroverted introvert. I'm much more extroverted like on camera with you guys like this than I am in person. Cause like in real life, I feel like I'm a lot more, I don't know if shy is the right word, but I just kind of keep to myself. I don't know. I'm always, I don't really go out very much. And so I just thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can like, share photos of myself because, I want to show you guys what I'm doing today. And I just think that like people really didn't like it and they thought that I was like really into myself. I mean, maybe I was, I don't know, into myself, or like, oh, why are you friending people you don't even know? I'm like, we're at the same school. No, you don't have a class with me. Oh, why is she posting photos of herself? Why is she posting videos of herself playing the cello? Nobody cares. Like, why are you like, and so there was like oh yes, that's right. I'm like, wow, how did I get on this tangent? And there was a Tina Guo hate group and then I joined it because I was trying to like get people to like me and be like, no, don't hate me. I swear I'm really nice. I'm not trying to be, I don't know why you hate me. And then they had a whole thread about my teeth. And they just, it was terrible. It was actually really, really bad. And I'm laughing about it now, but it was terrible. And it made me really sad and I cried and all this stuff. And I couldn't get them to take it down until like a decade later. And this is like pretty recent that I checked, because I did check once in a while to see if it was still there. There was no activity on the page, but now it's gone. So, man, you guys, thank you for liking my teeth. I can't help what my teeth look like. I have a condition where I'm missing a lot of my adult teeth, a lot of permanent teeth. So, like all these baby teeth, if they were to fall out, I'd have no teeth left. I would have to get like fake teeth put in. And I'm also missing, you see, okay, so my front teeth are here, and then this one right here, I don't have it on this side. So this tooth is actually supposed to be here. So I'm missing, I think, 2 or 3 teeth completely. Thanks, Mom and Dad, gosh. And so I'm just missing them. So that's why all my teeth are really spread out in my mouth, because I guess they just like kind of spread out, got comfortable to relax and get some space. I luckily save a lot of money on flossing. I still floss some of my teeth, but save money on floss. So anyway, thank you. Let me see. Hi, Marcel. Hi, guys. Oh, Nani29 says they got their ticket for Hans Zimmer in Ireland next year. I cannot wait. I really, really hope that we won't have to delay those shows. I mean, that's pretty far out. And I'm really excited at the idea of touring and being able to perform for you guys live. I mean, I love performing for you guys here as well, you know, on camera, and it's great to be able to keep in touch. And I'm grateful for that over, you know, over social media and YouTube, but it's, yeah, there's nothing like a live show that's totally different, so I can't wait. Okay, a couple more questions. Let's see. Oh, thank you guys about the teeth thing. Oh, so Omega says braces wouldn't work, right? No, braces would not work, because if you pull on these teeth a little, I have to be really careful, because at some point my dentists have warned me that these baby teeth obviously are going to fall out and I'm gonna not have any teeth. So I need to start getting implants, which really sucks, and I don't want to do that because I'm a chicken. So no, because if I got braces, I could like get my two front teeth together, but then the gaps here would be even bigger. And if you pull too hard and put braces on baby teeth, obviously they'll fall out, because again, I'm like missing, I don't know what happened, but like I'm broken partially, and some of my adult teeth are just missing, so I don't have them. So I literally still have baby teeth in my mouth. So that's why I'll be a baby forever. Okay, let me see. Gap is sexy, to be honest. Thank you very much. Let's see. Northern Pike says that they have implants and they are awesome. Yes, I'm sure eventually when I have to get them, I will get them and it'll be great, but I would like to avoid it for as long as possible. And I actually I actually like my teeth, you know? I felt bad about them before. Actually, I never felt bad about them until people started like really like being mean about it. Not really until college, which is really weird, because you think by college, after you're 18 years old, you think, oh, people probably mature a little bit, but no, it was really in college that I got like the most hate for my teeth. And it really made me doubt. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I even looked into getting, you know, veneers. So they would have to like shave down all of my teeth into like little fangs, like little nubs, and then put in all new teeth. So I went to actually a dentist. They actually showed me like digitally what I would look like. And I looked at myself in the picture, and I actually felt like I looked kind of like a horse, because I'm so used to having little tiny teeth and like having a full mouth of like big teeth. I was like, oh, I don't know, I feel like I could look like worse or just weird. So I never ended up doing it, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I actually love my teeth, you know. So don't worry, I'm all good with the teeth. And yeah, I just went off on a really long random tangent. So be careful what you guys say, because I talk way too much about random stuff. Okay, oh, John Matrix. Hi, John. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I like the gap between your teeth. Thank you. It makes you you, if that makes sense. Also, do you play jazz on the cello? Oh my gosh, I don't feel like I'm very good at playing jazz. I mean, I've played a little bit of jazz and blues. You know what? Since I'm going off on a tangent here and doing random stuff, I do have a backing track, like a blues type backing track. It's way too long. I don't want to bore you guys with playing so much of it, but maybe I'll just play a little bit. I have to find it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't prepare for this, so give me 1 moment. Hold on. Let me sign in. My password is too long. All right, hold on. It's gonna be worth it, you guys, I hope. All right, blues, let me look this up. Blues, this is my Dropbox. Blues backing track. All right, this is just for you because you asked. Okay. I hope the volume's okay. Okay. track is literally like 10 minutes long, so I'm not gonna keep going. I don't really think that counts as jazz, but it's like a random blues backing track that I had, so there you go. And I haven't actually played with that backing track for probably almost over a year, so thank you for that. Thanks for reminding me about that. I hope that was okay. Oh, someone says it is jazz. Yay! Hooray! So yes, I guess I do play jazz, and I love jazz, and I really do love to improvise. It's a lot of fun to just make stuff up and feel that, oh my gosh, hold on. Feel that, not fear, but like not know what's gonna happen next, like what I was doing right now. It just really makes you feel alive, so that's a lot of fun. All right, I know I keep saying I'm gonna answer a couple more questions, and now it's been 35 minutes apparently, so let's do a couple more, and then I'm gonna get going and let you guys also enjoy your Monday. I see a question about, okay, Shreya. Hi, Shreya. Says, hi, Tina. When do you resume concerts with Hans again? May you please come to Montreal? It would be greatly appreciated. First of all, I love Montreal. I spent a lot of time there from back in my Cirque du Soleil days, so it was fantastic. We lived there during the show creation of Michael Jackson, The Immortal World Tour that I was in. But as far as like the concerts, I don't know. Nobody knows. It really depends on what happens with this virus, and I don't know where you guys are. I'm sure you're from all over the world, but as you've probably heard, America is not doing so great. In fact, I'm actually a little bit concerned because things were getting better and things were starting to open, and I think understandably, everyone's cooped up and really I think we have a lot of pent up energy, plus, all of the other societal things that have been happening. There's just been, whatever the reasons are, there's been a huge influx of people outside, some with masks and some without. And I have to say, like I mentioned earlier, when Rambo and I were driving to and from San Diego this past weekend to go visit my parents, yesterday, I told you I got really skeeved out and kind of like freaked out a little bit, even though, I was wearing my mask, and just seeing so many people outside, you guys, in California, and actually in Nevada, there's fewer people, but in the stops that we made, oh my gosh, like we pulled out because I had to go pee again. I had to pee like 4 times yesterday on the way here, once every hour. Too much water in Starbucks. So anyway, we pulled out. I looked to the right, like off the freeway, and there is a restaurant, and I guess they were seating everybody outside, but the entire patio was full. It was literally packed. And I looked and I'm like, oh my God, are they like not wearing masks? So there are people out just hanging out, like nobody in that restaurant. Of course, it's difficult to eat with a mask on, but at least, have some distancing. Like it was full capacity, and I just couldn't believe it. And as you've heard, like unfortunately, the case number has been rising, which is, common sense pretty much if there is an active virus or whatever going on and people are in close quarters with each other. So that's actually really concerned me, because I do have a show that has not been delayed. We're still planning on going ahead. Things can change, but it is in Oklahoma in September, and I'm so excited to do I lost my ability to speak, sorry. I'm so excited to do this show with my band. It's the Game On show, so all the music, like literally every song from Game On, plus some music from Hollywood's greatest themes, like movie and TV music. Great show. I haven't played a live show in so long. I miss my band. I miss, being able to connect with you guys, but I was thinking like, oh man, we have to fly through the airports, obviously, to get there. The case numbers are rising, so I don't know what's gonna, I have to actually really seriously think about that today, because it's not just for myself. And of course, like, I care about my own health and safety, but, everybody that I work with, the band members, like, I don't know if I feel comfortable asking them to like fly through major airports, even if the cases in that city in Oklahoma aren't as high as like the major cities. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of, we do have a responsibility to care about other people, even if it inconveniences us or whatever. So that actually was a really big concern. And I think this weekend, like going outside for the first time and taking a short 2-day trip to San Diego and just seeing how many people are outside, truly like not distancing and not really taking safety precautions seriously, that really freaked me out. So, so to answer your question, I don't know. All I can say is I hope that we'll be able to get this under control, because if we don't, concerts and events are going to have to be delayed more and more and more and more, so it's going to just drag on longer and longer, and I really don't want that to happen, and I don't think anybody wants that to happen, so I really hope that this can be solved. And I don't know the answers, but yeah, I mean, I just cross my fingers and legs and my toes that we'll be able to come and do the tour next year. Yes. Okay, a last question. Let's see. Oh, I know, you guys, it's terrible. I really, really know. I know it's been really bad for everybody. Okay, this is an interesting question. Yes, so Harrison says, when you usually play with Hans, what do you usually do during intermission? I don't know. I think I go backstage, obviously, and I check my makeup. I usually just chat with the girls. I don't eat, usually right before the show. I don't eat sometimes the entire day before the show. A little bit of breakfast earlier in the day, but I don't like to have to put, okay, all right. This is way too much information, but I will tell you why I don't eat before the show. Obviously, it feels a little bit weird to, like, you know, have food in your stomach and you want to be able to be like super, to run around and not be afraid you're gonna like poop on the stage. And so what happened once, this was actually a classical concert. I was doing a concert in Mexico. I toured Mexico City a lot. And way back when I was actually in college still. So I was maybe 19, 20 years old. So this is like a good 14, 15 years ago. And I ate a little bit too much. We went to this fantastic restaurant for brunch or lunch, and I ate way too much, and I knew I shouldn't have, and I thought I would be fine. And then I started playing the Dvorak Cello Concerto, which is a very long concerto. It's like, 40 minutes long, or depending on how fast you play it, but you can't really speed up the orchestra too much. They just play their speed. So about 40 minutes long, and literally like the first 2 minutes in, I'm like, da, 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 da. Oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom, and not number one. And so it was terrible. It was like the most torturous experience ever. So because I'm just sitting there trying to like concentrate and play a concerto, and then I had to do an encore. And so that was like a nightmare, because I honestly thought I was going to just go to the bathroom on the stage. So after that, nope, no more food. So I usually don't eat until after the show, and right after the show I will like binge, and I know it's really bad, but I'll just like inhale stuff. But usually when I'm playing with Hans, it's the electric cello. I'm running around, I'm probably burning a lot of calories, and so I think it evens out, and every time I go on tour I lose weight. So that's the story for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Julian says that he saw me in the concert at the Zaragoza Theater. Yay. Let's see. Oh, Octagon. Oh my gosh, you guys have so many great questions. I don't want to leave you hanging. What's your personal movie taste? I watched Hereditary, I would say 2 weeks ago. I used to really like, okay, first of all, just because I was really scared of horror movies, super scared, because I would like, I don't know, things like stick with me, and so I would replay scenes of whatever I see or hear about like in my head over and over and over, probably also because I'm very OCD and very obsessive, which is great in some ways and really bad in other ways. So I would avoid watching horror movies, but I realized, especially after watching Hereditary, because I was bracing myself, it wasn't too bad. If I feel that I focus more on the film, this is so silly, like the behind the scenes, like the production aspects of it. So I'm like, oh, the lighting there is interesting. Oh, I wonder how they shot this. Oh, that's kind of cheesy, like the way that it's edited, like the scene at the very end, or maybe I shouldn't say it in case you guys haven't seen it, but some of the scenes I'm like, that's not very good special effects. Then it's kind of cheating, because I'm taking myself out of actually watching the movie, and I'm like analyzing it from a professional point of view. But I realize that if I do that, then it's a lot less scary. So, but no, horror movies are not my thing. I like sci-fi. I think sci-fi is my favorite. Romantic comedies are always fun. Rambo, my husband, always makes fun of me. He calls me his baby wife, like toddler wife, because if like he's ever busy and I'm like done for the day, or I want to relax, every time he comes in, he's like, are you watching a cartoon again? Or like an animated film. He calls it cartoons. I'm like, no, it's an animated adult feature. But no, it's not really for adults. I love anything like cartoony, because it's just fun and light, and they're always like, oh, bagel. Oh my gosh, look who's here. Pizza, come up, come here. Pizza, oh, can you see her? There they are. Aww. And they like those animated movies too. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go, you guys, because it has now been 45 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Bugs Bunny's your favorite actor. That's awesome. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you so much for remembering. Yes, a happy birthday to Pizza. She's 2 years old yesterday. Actually, no, was it the day before yesterday? And on the way back, Rambo told me about the puppuccino from Starbucks, and I said, puppuccino? Can dogs drink coffee? It's not coffee. All it is just a little cup with whipped cream, which is apparently I didn't know is dog friendly and dog safe, and it's free. So you just ask for a puppuccino, and we got 2 on the way back for the babies, and they really enjoyed them. And oh my God, it's so cute watching them lick whipped cream. So that was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking around. For those of you that are still here, which is a lot of you, so thank you. I know I meant to just place a tribute to Ennio, but I ended up off on this tangent, chatting with you guys, but I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support so much. A huge thank you to my Patreon patrons. As always, I can never thank you guys enough for your above and beyond support and making all this possible so that I'm able to continue creating and doing these live streams and live shows for you guys here on YouTube for free, of course. And I just really, really appreciate it. And if you have any comments or concerns, please leave a comment, not here, but right after this video ends, or even right now. You can go to the comment section of the video, you know, like in the normal comment section, not in the live stream. Oh my God. My dogs are going, can you see them? They're moshing again. They're actually very careful though. They never, knock on wood, they never hit any of my fragile instruments or anything. They're like very aware. They're spatially aware that they can freak out, but not next to mommy's cellos or her instruments. So, if you leave a comment there, then I can see it, because in this thing that you guys are typing in right now, it disappears after the video is no longer live. So please leave a comment. I do read everything, eventually, every single comment, and I will get back to you. I will do my best to get back to you ASAP. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I hope you have a great day. Oh, pizza crashed into my Buddha statue. Not the cello though, so it's okay. All right, guys. Have a great, oh, Shreya says, how do you leave a comment? You see the video, I don't know if you're on the computer or on your phone, but if you go to the actual video after it's uploaded online, so onto YouTube, so right now we're live. So after it's not live anymore, you can just leave a normal comment like a normal video. So it's in the exact same space. You can do the live chat right now because we are live together. So if you want to leave a comment, or just go to my Instagram or Facebook, pick any picture or post or whatever, and then just leave a comment there. And I do read everything. And again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank